rise and welcome everyone to New York City, where the holiday spirit can be felt. It can be felt on the ice. It can be felt in the streets. And tonight, a Christmas week gift ready to be unwrapped inside Madison Square Garden. The Duke Blue Devils and the Baylor Bears meet for only the second time. The last time was an Elite Eight game in 2010. It starred the current Duke head coach, Jon Scheyer. Duke came in at preseason number 2. They've lost 3 of their first 10. Baylor current Madison Square Garden, and they are 40-18. And the tip is controlled by Baylor. And they will try to throw a bunch of alley-oops. And as if Duke were ready for it, Filipowski intercepts. Take a look at the Duke starting 5. Roach, McCain, Foster, Mark Mitchell, and Filipowski. Tyrese Proctor will not be available again tonight. That first jump shot is rattled home. There's one thing Duke is going to want to see, get some offense from Jared McCain.
Well, that mid-range jumper is going to be there when you turn the corner. And Baylor starting out in man-to-man, and Jalen Bridges is guarding Mark Mitchell. He was playing off him right in the middle of the lane. He's not out guarding him because he's not a threat to shoot it.
Filipowski went soccer goalie and it deflected that pass from Ray J. Dennis.
Losses that Duke's had. Their opponent in those games played off of non-shooting bigs and just clogged the middle of the lane.
3 ball right off of the inbounds pass. That was a point of emphasis for Jon Scheyer. Jacoby Walter knocks it down, stopping the stop ball plays.
Well, and also stopping shooting it from the catch spot. Duke doesn't want to allow catch and shoot, and Jacoby Walter, the second cutter, coming off a stagger. And he was ready to shoot it when he caught it right from the catch spot. You want to make him catch it and dribble it, not catch and shoot.
Roach launches. That's straight down. Jeremy Roach, the
talented player.
Difficult shot, rebounded, and here's Foster. Filipowski's assist numbers have gone through the roof this season. Pull up, foul, and he will go to the free throw line with McCain to shoot a couple.
And anytime.
McCain, an 83% free throw shooter, high arc
floor. He's a great high school player that's still adjusting to be.
Watch Baylor. They will lay off Mark Mitchell, who has been in a nightmarish shooting slump from three-point land to start. A couple of teams have employed that defense. Let him shoot until he makes a few. Good take with the left hand. That's up and in from Caleb Foster, and the backcourt for Duke flexing early.
Well, using Jalen Bridges in that way. You know, the other teams that did it with rim protectors, and Jalen Bridges is not a shot blocker, so you can still attack the rim.
And Dennis threw that up there because Filipowski went over to him, and he knew an offensive rebound was waiting to happen, and Missy was there.
Well, anytime you go to block a shot, you're exactly right. That can open up the offensive glass. Sometimes a strength in shot blocking can be a weakness if you don't get it.
Again, a Duke backcourt player beats his man to the basket and lays it up and in. Filipowski's done a great job of picking up those guys.
Duke's pressure has been good to start this game.
Nunn tries to go by him. And the three-pointer is a line drive that finds the bottom. Jalen Bridges line drive.
3 on the season. He's shooting 45% from 3. And he is a really good rebounder. He's not rebounded quite as well this year as he did last year. He led the Big 12 in offensive rebounds last year.
Team shoots almost 44% from three-point land. Another tough pass, good hands, and the take, and we'll go to the free throw line. Boy, difficult pass from Filipowski. It was handled by a shooter on this Baylor team.
Jeremy Roach, he got 19 assists and only 2 turnovers.
Yeah. Filipowski kept it alive, and here comes Mitchell.
What a rebound.
Blake's attacked, and that was just taken away from him. It'll be Duke basketball. But Blake's drove hard, and Langston Love took the basketball right out of his hands.
There's so much contact on this drive, but and a lot of contact on the arms, too. But what a play by Langston Love.
They set up Roach. He finds Filipowski. 3 ball. Count it. Great pass from Filipowski to McCain, who's off to a red hug to Walter. He gets that screen, and they got an advantage. Filipowski again. He is doing a terrific job picking up the guards when they get by their guy, and a chance for a run out. Mitchell has it. Lays it up and in.
Duke's defense to start this game has been excellent.
They are chasing off of screens, not melting into them. And then Kyle Filipowski has switched out a couple times and really done a good job at the back end of the defense.
They got a 10-point lead. There'll be a foul.
Jalen Blake's was just
30 assists, Jay, in 10 games so far coming into tonight. Last 7 minutes.
Baylor gets this pressure is going to.
And they'll reset. Great job by Filipowski.
It is just a fantastic play by Filipowski. You can't get it, tip it to a teammate.
Here he comes. He was thinking about going up hard, and he will now with the left, because down on the ground went Ojonwuna.
Jalen Blake's there, but you stop the cut. You just got to go.
5 on the shot clock. Hands from Filipowski. They got to get it up with 3. Lohner, nice pass. Boy, what a good pass. Corner 3, that's way short. And Filipowski, let's say 4-on-2 for the Blue Devils. Mitchell, good hands by Nunn, but he's going to get called for the foul.
Same level,
right?
But so far Duke is dominating the glass. Is 10-3 in rebounds. Kyle Filipowski's got 5 rebounds. I think Ray J. Dennis has to get involved on the offensive end. You know, he can drive it, especially as a left-hand driver, and he can also spray it.
0 for 2 from the floor so far tonight is Dennis. That's a difficult fadeaway, but it finds the bottom, and maybe that'll get Ray J.
And that's one thing that Baylor's got to be mindful of, is they can't turn the ball over in this game.
Walter back in. That's an air ball over the rim on an out-of-bounds play, and a chance for Baylor to cut into it as Love drives. He misses it, but there's Walter with a follow.
Well, give credit to Jonathan Chamwa-Chachua there. He just sealed off Kyle Filipowski so he couldn't come over and bother that shot. And then nobody put a body on Jacoby Walter.
Big Baylor contingent behind their bench, all standing now as the lead down to 6. Good take on a blow-by. Walter got beat.
Nobody down in the post. That's a wide open area. Once they get downhill, it's been awfully difficult for Baylor. They can't keep them out of the paint thus far in the game.
5 on the shot clock. The drive. Oh, what a shot by Filipowski. Misi looked like he was absolutely going to block that.
Oh, that was well done with the left hand. I mean, you got a big guy that can drive it. He's a better right-hand driver than left, but that was a left-hand drive and well executed by Kyle Filipowski. He's a big-time player.
Lead back up to 10 after it was down to 6. The take to Filipowski, and that one is up, and it is in for Baylor. They get the switch, and the pull-up, that shot was partially blocked. No foul. Bodies are flying. Misi and Young got tangled up. There's your alley-oop. And they're going to get Young with a foul. Duke point to the free throw line. This has been a problem for him at only 49. Maroon, and then all over the globe, and many of them are here to cheer up, succeed on one of those alley-oop plays, and they will run a lot of them for Misi. Pull up, fade away, no good. Misi with the rebound, throws it up and in. On cue, Yves Misi.
Well, that rebound hit the rim. A great play.
Free throw, very good at the end of the clock.
Filipowski right at Misi. He denied him. And Baylor with a 3 can tie it.
Well, what a bucket-saving block by Misi.
Nunn. Misi. Yves Misi, welcome to the basketball game.
Misi wide open. What a great block with the left hand. And then on the other end, Misi getting inside position, and he knew what to do with it.
Misi under the basket. He was right there for that offensive board.
Filipowski, the spin move, the left, another block. Yves Misi. And Walter, corner 3, count it.
Well, Yves Misi, the recoveries that he's made. I mean, those block shots are great recoveries.
Jaden Nunn knocked down that 3. Baylor's got a 2-point lead. And Roach throws it up over Misi. That's a tough shot, but a soft touch goes in, and we're tied.
Well, he is so good when he can get to his right hand.
Going back into the game for Duke. Filipowski sits here with 3:12 to go in half 1. That was just an all created by Caleb Foster. Went behind his back, and then the floater drops.
Well, the 6'4" freshman, he had 18 points against Michigan State. He was outstanding up in the Champions Classic. And he can really shoot the ball.
Average just shy of 9 a game. Foul on the floor.
Just a pretty good backcourt for a high school team. For any team.
For Baylor. They stand in out of half court right now. Another free throw good. Teams 13 for 13 combined here in the first half, and we're tied with 2:40 to go.
I think Duke's got to go to Kyle Filipowski. He's being guarded now by Caleb Lohner, the transfer from BYU. He's a good defender.
Kane, pretty move, and he went up right over Ojonwuna. Australia threw it away. Still 10 on the shot clock.
Got the switch. Now Nunn's guarding Filipowski inside.
Mitchell in the paint. Takes it hard. He'll go to the free throw line, and Ojonwuna picks up another foul. Mitchell's first free throw, no good. Friday night man here at Madison Square Garden, and Mitchell had himself a heck of a game that night. So perhaps some good vibes for Mitchell. They're 2-0 wearing the home Gothic lettering in neutral site games.
Mark Mitchell's a really good player. He's such a valuable piece for this team because he can guard multiple positions. He's a good offensive rebounder.
Nunn threw it up there, and guess who's back? Again, and Walter open for a three. Too strong. That time Filipowski did a much better job boxing out Macy.
Ray J. Dennis, when he goes to his left, he's more dangerous. But with that Steve Nash dribble, that's usually a shot that Jacoby Walter makes.
Mitchell got great position inside the paint underneath, and he's got 7 rebounds. Close. Like, it's so close to putting it all together.
I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but he's got to stop worrying about his shot. You know, he's not shot the ball well, and he's got teams laying off of him. So what? He's so valuable in other areas. And there are things that he can do. You know, get involved in a ball screen action. Go set a screen if they're laying off you. And play 2-on-1 in other areas.
About a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He will try to go with 3 on the shot clock. And Dennis pulls up. No good. Ball loose. Filipowski. They got 3 seconds. A quick look and a shot. And that is off to the right from Jared McCain. Good first half.
The bounce underneath. Jacoby Walter's got to be the first thing you look for. There he comes off the screen, wide open.
Good call, Jay, and the 3 buries it. The Billustrator all over that.
Just a little screen, rescreen action and on the offensive glass.
Different look, trying to free up Walter, who gets the ball in the corner, but this time he is met quickly by McCain. Now he drives the left. Pretty reverse.
That's why you have to say Jacoby Walter is not just a shooter. He's got a solid mid-range game and the length and athleticism to get around people and finish.
Baylor's 3-point lead, the largest that they've had tonight. Mitchell picked up his second foul, and the follow-up by Mitchell.
Well, we saw that happen to Duke with Kyle Filipowski going after a block shot. That time, 2 Baylor Bears as help defenders went to try to block that shot, and Mark Mitchell wide open for the stick back.
Foster was in that lane, almost looked like he was in slow motion. Difficult finger roll, no good. Follow up and in, tapped in. It looked like Bridges who got his other block. Well, that's a tough pass and a good defensive play to tip it away. Filipowski leads the break. No foul, but the bucket is made. Good take, Jared McCain.
Good job by Ray J. Dennis to guard that ball screen action.
Roach, that's way off to the left. They're going to get the foul on Nisi. And a difficult end of the shot. Looked like that foul was on the right leg for Christmas Day, including Embiid, who leads everybody at 34. How much you think of that was due to the Michigan State beatdown they got?
Yeah, that was an outlier. I mean, they just got punched at the start and never really recovered. But Baylor probably trends a team ranked in the 60s in overall defensive efficiency.
Children around the world.
Right now with Ryan Young in the game, I think you'll see Yves Nisi
play off of him. I don't know if he'll be able to play directly in the middle of the lane. Ryan Young's a very good screener. He can get people open.
BC has only one foul. Now he's got two, and right across the face, he got McCain.
But the last two games, averaging 17 a game.
13 in his last one against Hofstra. On the 9th, he had 21 against Charlotte. And underway, 15:28 to go. Second half, first of 3 games tonight on ESPN. Dennis, pretty play, finger roll right over Young.
Who wants to see the officials throw the ball up 20 times a game? But I would love to see where that would change, where the defense gets it.
Another line drive 3 that falls for shot with a follow away on the baseline. No good. And Baylor up by 3 with the ball.
And that shot was a difficult one, taken without really a pass.
All the way across. Walters 3. That finds the bottom. And what they do were must-see TV. Were there any must-see guys to you growing up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, UCLA was must-see.
Right.
I grew up in Los Angeles. Good pass.
Really good.
Duke needs to go to Kyle Filipowski more. He's only got 4
points in the game. He, Roach, and McCain all in double figures for the Blue Devils.
Got the switch. Now Dennis being guarded by Filipowski.
And the floater goes pretty.
Filipowski off the dribble.
Filipowski one-on-one with Ojanwa. And he takes it to the rack and lays it up with his left. A little more active, Kyle Filipowski.
Well, got one-on-one in the post, got pushed off just a bit off the lane. Took it to his right, just spun back to his left with one-on-one in the post. That's the most difficult thing to guard in basketball, is one-on-one in the post.
Especially with a guy who's got such good footwork like Filipowski does. Baylor playing with Misi on the bench here the last 5 minutes.
Got the switch again.
And another terrific job by Ray J. Dennis with Filipowski on him.
Just spectacular footwork by Ray J. Dennis. But that action, those handoffs up top, are just to get the matchup that Baylor wants.
McCain, he's got Filipowski wide open. He's got the last 4.
Oh, that pick and roll action on the open side, which means there's nobody in the corner. It's just a 2-man game on an open side on the right. If the defender guarding the screener, Filipowski, stays too long on the ball, he's wide open.
Big time alley-oop, and that is finished there by Bridges. Here the last couple of minutes for both teams. McCain, Filipowski had a 3. Then he was cut off. Now he fades. And there will be a 3-shot foul.
Basketball history that Scott Drew's done at Baylor in segments. You know, Bob McKillop, the great coach at Davidson, then, you know, thinking about the marathon of a game, you're thinking about just the.
Filipowski just got pushed. Bridges claimed he didn't hit him hard enough, and there's no foul called. Good ball fake, and that 3 finds the bottom. Jared McCain just one quick ball fake and finish.
He couldn't get up to dunk it. He probably should have just brought that down and gathered.
Duke with a chance to regain the lead. And they will. Hard take that time by Foster, and Misi is down.
And reassumed by Jeremy Roach late in the shot clock was what really made the possession.
Filipowski gets good position. Backs in Bridges, and he throws it up and in. Part of a 9-0 run. Duke's made their last. And coming off of that injury, he's back in the game. He's got 4 blocks, 1 shy of a career high. A take right into Filipowski, and you'll count the basket.
Filipowski just could not stay square.
57-56, and the 3-point play.
Caleb Lohner playing right in the middle of the floor, guarding Mark Mitchell, playing way off him. And that really clogs things up if you want to drive.
McCain's got 18. It's Foster with 5. Behind the back, pretty play, lays it up and in. Second time he's gone behind the back to create a layup.
And Lohner just went back toward Mark Mitchell and left the middle open. You know, if you're going to play in the middle, I think you need to play a little bit higher to stop those drives. If they kick it out, you can recover.
2-point lead for Duke. They had the alley-oop for Misi, and Dennis couldn't get it to him. Walter drives in traffic. He'll pick up a foul and go shoot 2.
Well, Baylor looking to drive middle.
With 7 minutes to go here.
Or what you would call non-perimeter shooting big guys. So you can help off those 2 guys and really key in on the 3 guards on the floor, McCain, Foster, and Roach.
17 fouls now against Duke. Foster, he will get fouled and shoot 2. Misi would have had his 5th block with there no whistle.
Well, that's why
Situation they're going to have to get used to, having just gotten Misi on this team.
it's an offensive rebounding, but when you've got an eraser like that, you got to let him work.
And fouling doesn't do you any good. And that's a freshman, Jacoby Walter. You're trying to take away everything instead of just make him make the difficult shot. You got help behind you.
Antoine Grimes into the game. 12 for Baylor. A little jump hook in the lane is good by Ray J. Dennis.
Well, he had Jeremy Roach on him. He was just going to take him. Dennis does such a good job of maintaining his dribble when he drives under the basket.
Filipowski on the bench for Duke with 4 fouls. Walter on the bench for Baylor, 4 fouls. Bounce pass to Young and a pretty pass from Roach. Roach and Young go back into that 2-man game. He pulls up and knocks it down.
Pounded into the lane off the dribble.
Duke extending their lead with Filipowski, their best player, on the bench.
And they're going to continue to let Jeremy Roach have opportunities in pick and roll.
Young had a lane. He kicks 3. Big one, and that one goes down.
And Walter gives that perimeter shooting threat.
Misi was there, and Young is the guy with a loose ball. He's been terrific here, and he's going to pick up a foul. Boy, has he been active.
What meaningful bench and performing when it's needed. Ryan Young's been that guy.
Boy, that almost hit the roof here at the Garden. A 9-0 run the last 2 minutes for Duke.
And the question is, how does Baylor answer this?
Dennis, that's a block. They call it on Roach. That'll send Dennis to the Groover, Ayers, and Smith. Hear it. The free throw is good. Free throw off. 8-point lead for Duke. They get the ball with 3:20 to play.
This pick and roll has been very effective for Duke with Jeremy Roach as the pick and roll handler. And he's motioning for everybody. He wants Filipowski to come up and set the screen.
Roach, blow by. Contact, he'll shoot 2. Foul on Bridges.
Jeremy
for Roach. And he missed that one.
Ratio there.
Been terrific, especially when you consider that the point guard, Proctor, hasn't played. Dennis, really difficult shot. They seem to be in this mind frame of throwing it up and hoping Misi can get the offensive rebound.
And Duke can take their time here. You don't want to take the air out of it, but
the mindset sometimes is we just got to get it up to the rim because our guy's going to go get it.
And Baylor's had to drive into a crowd.
Mitchell, that's off. And his 3-point struggles continue here tonight. He hasn't made one. Take and around and out for Dennis. So the shot will not count, but he will shoot 2 and now 7 of 10 shooting. And Baylor opportunity for Duke in this game to get a key non-conference victory. There aren't many opportunities, and those quad 1 wins in the ACC hard to come by. This is a big potential win for the Blue Devils.
Well, it's a big game for their psyche as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't closed games out against Arizona. They didn't close out against Georgia Tech on the road after Tyrese Proctor got hurt. Didn't close out the game at Arkansas.
Roach all the way. He's been dominant down the stretch. Jeremy Roach.
He's made so many great decisions, and especially getting to that right hand as often as possible.
Dennis 3, that's good, right in front of the bench, and they'll get a timeout. Will Baylor.
Oh, they're going to play this out, and there's not enough time to do that.
10 seconds on the shot clock. You can't get a late foul here.
You got to get a stop here. There's no question.
Foster Misi denied him. That shot goes up, and Filipowski nearly tipped it in. He could have had a shot clock violation. Is that going to be out of bounds? Did that ball ever hit the rim that Filipowski put up?
I didn't think it.
And then a bad turnover, and now Filipowski has it, and that'll just likely ice it when he'll go to the free throw line. Turned out to be a very big tip in that game because
Stayed on the glass the whole game, but I'm not sure that Nick was able to separate a bit.
Agree completely. Filipowski's going to end up with a double-double. He's got 13 points and 10 rebounds. And Baylor, after the loss to Michigan State, is going to lose to Duke here. That three-pointer falls. Duke's free throw shooting in the second half, 14 of 17. It's an 82% clip. Filipowski has it, and boy, what a decision he made, and was able to get the ball across half court. Misi will foul Roach. He'll shoot two. Heck of an adjustment by Filipowski. It looked like he was going to throw the ball to Scott Drew, who was able to keep it.
When he gets that mad in practice, he goes, no, I like it.
17. McCain led the way with 21. Roach now has 18.
And the freshman guards, Caleb Foster and Jared McCain, they played a mature game in this one. And their development is going to be really key to how high Duke can ascend this season. This is a very good basketball team that I think is going to continue to get better. And when they get Proctor back, well, he's just been excellent.
Love given the lane, and he lays it up and lays it in. And Duke will dribble it out. They come into Madison Square Garden and win again. A home away from home proves to be the place to turn things around. They are 41-18 in their last 60 games at Madison Square Garden as they beat Baylor 78-70. And that will